to my channel, Just Rhea. If you don't know who I am, I am Rhea, and welcome. If this is your first time seeing my face, I hope that by the end of this video, you guys, you already know what I'm gonna say, hit that button, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget, you guys, make sure you thumbs up this video. And you know, without further ado, let's just get into the video. Because the last time y'all seen me was on New Year's Day, and I gave y'all my beautiful vision board. If you want to check out me making this, I will link it in the I think it's over here. It may be over here, but I don't know. But anyways, you guys, so today's video is going to be all about giving you guys an update on online virtual school. So basically, you guys, I'm going to be telling you guys the cons of virtual school. You know, me and the kids, we've been in it since 2020 going into 2021, and of course 2021 going into 2022. So we've been in it for a while. We've been at the same school, Alabama Connections Academy. I almost forgot what school we were at, but I have my notes right here. So let's just get into it. First and foremost, let me just say, if you are looking into signing your kids up with online virtual school, I have videos of my first, impressions of Alabama Connections Academy, and at the time I was looking at two different schools, which was K-12. I will also link that video in the eye as well, so that you can watch it if this is your first time seeing me on my channel and you've never seen that video. A lot of people have found that video very helpful, so definitely check it out. But so far, you guys, we've been trucking along in Connections Academy. Nisi, she's in 6th grade, for people who don't know, and Kayla, she is in 2nd grade. So Nisi, she kind of really navigates through Connexus on her own. For people who are not familiar with Alabama Connections Academy or any Connections Academy affiliation, Connexus is the system that the kids and the learning coaches work out of. So she pretty much navigates through Connexus very well. I really do not have to intervene with her in her work, because she is pretty much, I wouldn't say she's a self-starter, because I have to get her started, like, hey, you need to get out of bed, you need to get on your live lesson kind of thing. But she definitely, once she gets started, she gets her work done. Now Kayla, on the other hand, she's in 2nd grade, and this was a huge transition for her, because she started out in preschool and then kindergarten, and then half of 1st grade going to a brick and mortar school, and then we did a complete switch to online virtual school. So I wouldn't say she's had a hard time adjusting to it. I just think that she prefers the brick and mortar school. But unfortunately for her, it's just not safe right now with all the things that's going on. So as far as their grades and stuff, it's going good. Their grades are up, A's and B's, maybe a C here and there, but they have the opportunity to bring it up. And that's one of the pros of going to an online virtual school, is you are on top of their grades. You are the first person that sees it, honestly. Besides, the teacher definitely sees it, because they're grading the work. But it's when you log in, their grade is right there. You can't miss it. So if you're wondering why they have a 69, all you have to do is go to the grade, because you see the total overall grade as soon as you log in. To see the breakdown, you have to click on it's like a little A on a piece of paper, I think. And then you click it, and then it breaks down their grade by the classes. So they're both right now, I think, in the high 87, 88, 89 percentile. So their grades are good. They definitely grasp the information. Kayla, she is still on the learning to read train. So she's using different programs like Homer, Reading Eggs, and RH Discovery. And I will give you guys a review of those if you would like. Just leave a comment in the comment section below saying so, and I definitely don't mind doing that. But anywho, so the cons that I have written down for online virtual school is to be as a mother, a parent, or any grandparent, any type of bloodline that you are to the child, you tend to want to give them the answer when they're getting it wrong, because it's just like you don't want them to get it wrong. You don't want them to make a bad grade, and you're their learning coach, so you see the mistake and you're just like, oh no, it's not that, it's this. Like, why didn't you read that? You said you read it, it's in the book. They said it throughout the lesson 5 times. Why did you choose that answer and not the right one? So you are more inclined to give the answer when you see that they are getting it wrong. And that it can get very frustrating, because you cannot do that. Otherwise, they will not grasp the information. Now, after they have gone through and taken the quick check or quiz or test or whatever it is, the assessment, we'll say that, then yes, when you're going through it, you can definitely, as you talk about the ones they got wrong and you further explain the reason why it's wrong and why the correct one is right, yes, you can give them the answer then. But in doing that, I would suggest, if they made a very poor grade, to not give them the answers, but to refer them back to the material so that they can understand. Because if they made such a poor grade to where it's like a 50, 60 F, then they don't grasp any of the information. So definitely refer them back. Don't give them the answers. I wouldn't even go over the test. I would just refer them back to the beginning of the lesson. My next one is, it's easy to fall behind because you're so relaxed. You get to start when you want to start, with the exceptions of attending live lessons, trying to hit those 2 every week, which is not hard, especially if your teacher only schedules them twice a week, right? So, it's so much more relaxed. So you don't have to wake up on time, be there at 7:15 so that they can eat breakfast, or, not be tardy and stuff like that. And then 2, you don't have to rush to get the assignments in. They basically give you until the end of the semester to get all of the assignments in. They like to say the end of the 9 weeks, but normally lately it's been the end of the semester. So at the end of a semester, you have until then to get the full August to December in. So if you decide not to do any lessons, your smiley face that when they log in is green will be red, of course, because you haven't done any work. But if you decide, okay, on the Christmas break, we're going to get all of that in before January hits, because that's the time frame that they give you, you can definitely do that. I wouldn't suggest you do that, because it's going to be such an overload, but you can do that. I definitely would suggest it, because that would be so poorly, it would affect the child very poorly. I would not do that. The last thing on my list was, you're inclined to take shortcuts. Sometimes the kids, they don't really read the material. They don't really want to watch the videos, because all you have to do is hit next, and then it goes on to the next slide. And if you keep hitting next enough, eventually you're going to get to the assessment or the end of the lesson, because not all lessons have assessments on them. Sometimes it's just a review. So you get to the end, and then, hey, I'm done for the day. But them not knowing that skipping through is really hurting them, because now when you get to test on that material, you don't know it because you skipped through it, or you half know it, or you don't understand it correctly. You misunderstand it, actually. Those are my 3 cons of online virtual school. I don't have many, because I actually like online virtual school. However, after maybe another year, if we can get a full year of not so much craziness going on, I would definitely put my kids back in brick and mortar school, because I do feel they need that face-to-face social engagement. Only because in the real world, once they're out there as an adult, not every job is remote. Yes, we're seeing that more now, and it may be more common in the future when they become of an adult age, but who's to say that it'll always be like that? You know what I'm saying? So, and then 2, you just want to get them prepared, because you know, they may have to work into an office, or they may have to interact with people. And if they are only online, then they don't get that social engagement that they should. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions about online virtual school, just leave them in the comment section below and I will definitely answer them. And I will see you guys in another video, okay? Bye.